break every rule in this dumb code of conduct.
It is the Morning Mayhem on Trans-Africa Radio.
Let's stick it to the man.
And T was Savage, Tim up with Wizkid, and of course the spells on that one. Number track is called Melo. Time now is exactly 11 minutes past the 10 o'clock Central African time. It is the third and final hour show. And of course, as promised to you, we have the beautiful sisters in the studio. Hey, Bahle Labo Sisilava. Yay, 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 yay. Sanbonani. Please step closer to the mic. Don't be afraid of the mic. You know, it doesn't bite, you know. It really doesn't bite. It really doesn't bite, you know. You right? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, your mic is on. Your mic was off. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, all right. How are you?
I'm alright. You guys are so beautiful, man. Yeah? So we have Tsegofatso in the studio and of course Khomutso. So who's Khomutso and who's Tsegofatso?
Wow, like you would swear that whole moment you were shaking our hands. No, like Tsego, Motso. You know, you cross some like.
Come on, man! You got to let the let the listeners know who we're talking to. You know,
Tsego over here.
Tsego over here,
Yeah.
and then Khomutso over there. So you guys apparently are DJs, you know, and you guys actually teamed up. When did this DJing actually start? Oh wow! What a big.
We always look at each other.
Why?
Because I always expect Teho to answer.
Yeah, she's always letting me do the hard work.
Yeah.
And then she just adds on. So
yeah.
now I'm like gaining my self-control. I'm not going to help her out. She's gonna stay.
What happened was,
Okay.
2 years ago, Teho saw an ad in the newspaper that Thusi and DJ Zinhle were looking for female talent. And so we went online and found that actually, you know, they were looking for female DJs and we had to enter a competition, have people vote for us. So we had to compile a playlist that we think people would enjoy and have people vote.
Yeah.
Long story short, we won the competition, went to Peace Academy, and we graduated, and we've been playing professionally since.
Yeah.
Professionally.
Professionally. Also,
No,
back then,
it's professional because we're qualified DJs, guys. I need to like
emphasize that
emphasize
point.
that we're qualified.
You're not just DJs.
No,
yeah.
guys, like we went to school for this.
That you guys always knew that you actually were like capable of DJing, or did you guys have it in you that, you know what, I'm going to be a DJ or you're going to be a DJ?
Not necessarily. So before the DJing thing, Motso and I used to host events where I think it's always been embedded in us that we are female empowering beings.
Yeah.
So the events that we used to host had like a full-on female DJ lineup.
Oh yeah.
And then as time went by, we were like, but like, why not? Like we have the same taste in music,
Yeah.
you know.
And the
Let's
music
give
we
it a
liked
try.
wasn't getting played at gigs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it just felt like this is like the right thing to do. So, you know, it worked out.
It worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Wow. So tell me about these events. You know, like, why did you guys actually even start with those events? Did you actually see a need to actually host events, you know, that actually cater for women specifically, you know? Or you were just, you know what, let's just do our own thing, you know, and just accommodate women, because women are not really out there when it actually comes to event organizing and stuff like that.
I think it's a bit of both. At the time, I don't think there were many known female DJs. So and we knew them, so it was very important for us to put them forward, you know, and let them be known, because I mean they known in the hood, somewhere in a tavern, you know. So like we were just like, no, let's do this. But like I said, it's always been embedded in us to be a female empowering people. So it came naturally, honestly. Yeah.
Wow, man. We've got Tsegofatso in the studio and, of course, Khomutso out here in the studio. 15 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. This is the Wednesday edition of Hashtag Morning Mayhem right here on the Station of the Gods. 609 on OpenView HD, otherwise 872 on your DSTV audio bouquet. My name is Thabang Mashile, and, of course, in the studio, I've got my boy, Brownies, the tricky winger. And the questions I might have for the two beautiful ladies out here in the studio. What's the bus on +2 7925 with the 4329?
This is Trans-Africa Radio.
Some amazing tunes right here on TRadio.mobi. Niniola all the way from Nigeria on this one. The track is called Maradona. A lot of people actually seem to be loving this track right here. And of course, if you're not loving this track, then clearly you have a problem. And apparently Khomutso in the studio actually does not appreciate the song. Actually, Tsegofatso does not appreciate it. does not appreciate the song in the studio.
wow.
Like, what's wrong with the song, though?
I feel like it's just hyped up a lot, guys. Like, I was expecting, like, you know,
Like what?
it's just like crazy song, like Nzo Jaiva from like the first beat is like,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I'm already dancing, and I'm
yeah.
like, but like I was just.
But
like,
it's a chill
really-
song, though, you know? It's a
It's
chill
alright.
song.
It's alright. It's alright.
It's alright. It's alright. So you feel it, don't feel it?
No, it's okay, man.
It's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Anyway, 24 minutes past the 10 o'clock Central African time in the studio. We've got Tsegofatso Khatebe and, of course, Khumoto Taukubong. Now, these guys were actually born out there in Soweto, in Dobsonville specifically. Now, were you guys born in like the same neighborhood? Have you been
Yeah.
friends for a long time?
No.
Okay.
born
What
in
is
the
saying
same
yes?
We were born in the same hood, but we weren't friends.
Okay.
Initially,
Yeah.
she was friends with my brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
That's,
didn't
She was
feel
friends with
her.
my sister.
Yeah,
That's
I was
kinda
friends with
awkward.
her sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
right?
that's really awkward. How did you
And they always
then
said,
become
you guys
friends?
are so alike, and we didn't like each other. She thought, this girl is so stuck up. And I was just thinking, this girl is so
She walks
irritating.
funny.
She's so loud. She hates it because she thought I walk funny. She's
Yeah.
like, she's too full of herself. Look
Yeah.
at the way she walks.
Yeah.
yeah.
How do you walk, eh? Do you want to show us that walk?
No.
Maybe
guys.
maybe she does want to show you.
No, not today, guys. No.
Not today. But I'm going to see you when you walk out of the studio. So,
Yeah, you
Let's wait for then. The mics will be off.
right now,
like-
that WhatsApp line, yeah, that WhatsApp video better be working, boy. It better be working. Otherwise, I've got a few WhatsApp text messages here, and got one here coming through from Junior out there in Durban. But the man comes to and says that, Eish, they are so pretty. Hey, abantu balambi, eh?
Thanks, Junior.
Thabang, can you actually please ask him how did they decide on their stage name? Makes sense why Brian has actually been quiet. Oh, yeah. So what made you decide on the stage name, the Brownies?
Simple. Like the way we look. I mean, you know, on a deeper level, we are number one. I mean, dark-skinned women, you know, and we've always kind of wanted to encourage women and, you know, speak up for dark-skinned women.
Yeah.
And when we started getting into this, it was at a time where yellow bones were like
The it thing.
the it thing.
Yeah.
Are they still in, guys?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know.
It wasn't like a thing
Yeah.
of, oh yeah, we're gonna come and be brownies, whatever, or try
Yeah.
to be better than them. It was just like creating like awareness for brown skinned women and
Yeah.
brown skinned people,
Yeah.
and just having a positive role model for them to look up to. And we thought, hey, you know,
The
brownies.
Wow, very cool. Now, at the time when the it girls were the it thing, you know, I'm talking about yellow bones right now. You guys actually feel intimidated at some points because now, whether you like it or not, everybody was just raving about how yellow bones are the future, how they are the present, how they're everything right now, you know? Like for dark-skinned women, you know, at
Yeah.
that time when yellow bones were actually the it thing, you know, did you guys actually feel some type of pressure anyway, whatsoever?
No, I don't think.
I don't think so. I think if anything, we've always been comfortable with,
Yeah.
with our complexion, and you know. So yeah, no, I don't think so at all.
You don't think so at all?
Yeah, no, I mean my closest friend is a yellow bone.
Oh, yeah?
And you know.
Did you like her at that time?
Did I like her?
At that time?
I've always liked her. She used to bully me. That's how we became friends. So I've always liked her.
Clearly, you have like these weird ways of meeting friends, man. Like,
No, it's weird.
like, have
Yeah.
you met somebody like genuinely, like, you know, like, and that person has actually become your friend? Because now she was friends with your brother, you know, and you didn't like her at first.
Yeah.
And your girl, she used to bully you, and now she's your friend. Like,
Yes.
like, how do you meet people? Like, it's kind of confusing right now.
I don't know.
Oh wow.
Oh, like yeah, no.
That's how you know you want to become someone's friend. Bully her, guys.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I don't know if she's gonna take it well now. She's grown.
I'm
so-
grown now. I
Yeah.
can speak.
Also, back then you didn't have a voice, eh?
Yeah, I was just like, this girl's always jumping on me
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like I don't understand it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I just kind of went with it, and yeah.
Okay, cool. So now I actually want to find out about your school days. You know, where did you actually guys go to school? You know, where was school? Where was high school? Where was university? If you guys ever went to university, because you sound like a snob. I am sorry to say this, but she sounds so
Throwing the
lonely.
cue, like,
She
wow.
sounds so lonely.
What I thought.
Guys, what's a snob, hey?
Like, okay, cool. Brandon, please step closer to the mic, dog. This guy knows the definition of a snob. You know.
What's a snob?
Step closer on mic 4. Mic 4. Please
us
take that
the
mic.
Oh, that's smirk. I'm so scared.
Boy, please take it away, fam. Please take it away, dog.
A definition of a snob
Yeah.
is someone.
Why did you just change your accent?
Wow.
Thank you, boy. Thank you, my boy.
And the definition of a snob, I just gave you right there.
Well,
With just changing my voice and how I talk to you guys. That's the snob right there.
Alrighty then, guys.
Actually, she definitely is.
I went to boarding school.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much like all over the country. Hi, Mom.
All over the country.
Yeah, so primary school, I was like in Hector, which is like a school in our neighborhood. And then I went to St. Thomas, which is in Polokwane. And then from St. Thomas, I went to Sefeps Academy at the time, which was in the Val. And then from there, I went to high school at War School Zinhle in the Free State.
Wow, you have traveled pretty much the whole country, yeah?
Yeah, so you see, I collected accents as I went, guys. Like, it's not, I'm a victim of my upbringing. It happened to me.
What happened to you? It wasn't intentional.
You know, it's not me, guys.
Sister girl?
Yeah, my life was pretty,
Yeah. Situated in one
Yeah,
place.
like in one place. I went to Horizon View Primary School, and next door is Trish High.
Okay.
That's my life. Nothing exotic.
Nothing extravagant, nothing like that. So now, back in high school, where you always have aspirations to actually be somebody one day, What do you want to be when you actually wanted to grow up?
What did I want to be?
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to be a singer, like, something out there. Yeah, pretty much.
And then what happened to you singing?
I do sing, but like not as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I just kind of took a break from the singing.
What is that?
Break, all
Don't you
right.
trust your voice?
Looking a bit
No,
permanent.
it's not that. It's not that. It just got too deep, when like. Okay, I'm gonna be straight with you guys. Basically, a beat that was mine was given to a bigger artist, and I was like, I'm done. Like this beat was made for me.
Oh yeah.
And like everything, it was me in a song.
Yeah.
And they gave it away, and I was like, you know what?
Do you want to name the producer?
No, guys, no.
Nah, guys, like I feel like we need to know.
Guys.
I feel like I need to know.
Like, we still like our friendships outside the studio, so maybe not. Maybe
not. And I heard the song being played on like some channel the other day, and I was like,
that was meant to be your song, yeah.
But it's cool.
And then you, Sister Girl, the snob of the studio right now,
I wanted to do so many things. I mean, I wanted to be a scientist at some point. I didn't become a scientist. I've got a friend that's a scientist now, so
hey, Sansa.
Hi. And then I wanted to become a psychologist. That's what I studied at university. And then I wanted to be a presenter. Ish, guys. Like we've been hustling, hey?
You've been hustling.
Guys, we've been trying, hey? Like we've been trying. And then presenting didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then we didn't actually work hard, guys. And please don't take this in the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, it sounds very wrong, by the way. Yeah.
No, but like, my point is like, I think for like 9 years or whatever, we're trying to get on like TV and like going to auditions. It wasn't working out. And with the DJing, we just went for it and it worked out.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Wow.
So I think it was just meant to happen like this.
Pretty much destiny, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. 32 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. The Brownies are out here in the studio. And of course, you guys are actually responsible for the playlist right now. So you come through and tell me which song you love to hear right now.
We want to hear right now.
Yeah.
Trompies, Mahasma featuring Lebo Matasa.
Okay, guys. And one thing that I also realized that you've actually looked up to the likes of Boom Shaka.
Yeah.
And you guys are also inspired by DJ Kenzero,
Yeah.
So, hey. Let's take it back to the music right now, man. +27 7925 44329. And the questions I might have for the two sister girls in the studio. They're beautiful, by the way. If you don't know, then you must know. You must recognize it. You must really recognize. I feel like you guys really deserve like a TV slot, you know?
We should. Let them know,
They
guys.
must know,
Come on.
This is Trans Africa Radio.
up with the legendary label Matosa. The track is called the Mahasman. At the time now it's exactly 38 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Morning Mayhem right here on the station of the gods. 609 on OpenView HD, otherwise 872 on your DSTV audio bouquet. Yes, baby, we're actually back on the DSTV line. For the past week, we've actually been offline rather, when it actually comes to our DSTV channel. But right now, everything is working in order. And hey, man, sit back, man. At 38 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time, the Brownies are in the studio.
Morning Mayhem.
Otherwise, if you have any questions for the two beautiful sisters, please come through and of course WhatsApp us on +27 7925 44329. And we have a request here. Well, not really a request, but this one is coming through from Surprise out there in Limpopo. But when it comes through and says that Thabang with the beautiful African babes. Wow, my kings. Oh wow. People are just out here and just, they don't want to ask questions. They just out here just saying how beautiful your guys are.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Also, we're DJs, guys. Come to our gigs. Don't tell us we're pretty.
Please, guys.
Otherwise, Teko Fatso in the studio, and of course, that's wonderful lady who actually goes by the name of. Hey, I actually forgot your name. What's your name again? Thabang Mashile.
Wait,
live on air. I'm kidding.
Nah, man. I just read somewhere.
After this.
I'm actually just looking for your names, guys.
Wow.
White.
I'm kidding. Anyway, guys, now back in 2015, you guys actually won a competition. Now, this competition was actually done by Thusi, Yes. Now, how was the experience for you guys?
Wow. I think it opened a lot of doors for us. Winning that competition, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, it still is a big deal.
Sure.
Because of the person that Pearl is becoming, was then, now,
Yeah.
every time. So yeah, it was a big deal for us. We won the competition.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, our first gig was at her birthday party.
Oh, yeah?
At Taboo.
So
wow.
it was the first gig.
It wasn't.
It was our first club gig.
First club gig. What was your first gig ever?
Wasn't our hood at
Oh yes, this
Remember?
thing.
Oh, it's so thing.
And we played a
Oh,
crap
it was
set.
so horrible, guys. It was so bad. Like,
What happened?
thank God we weren't paid for that gig because, wow, guys.
What happened?
No, we hadn't graduated at the time.
And we
And
were still trying to figure out our mixing skills. Like, does this go?
Yeah.
We just didn't have the hang of things.
So you guys were actually taking the chance. You've been taking my chance, lapha.
basically, but it worked out to our good because after that we got picked up by a resident at the time
yeah.
there. And he was like, look guys, come through, I'll help you guys out.
Oh wow.
And so we basically had practices of
Yeah.
both worlds.
Yeah.
Like we'd go to school and then after that we'd go to the Sofing to practice. And yeah, man, it was great. It was,
Wow.
yeah.
I actually want to take you back to when you guys were actually playing a crappy, set,
gosh.
Like how did you feel at that time, at that moment, realizing that, I'm actually disappointing a lot of people that are actually out here?
So for us guys, like, look, it was bad, right? And we felt so bad. And we're like, oh my gosh, that was so bad. But I think like our
The
track
selection,
selection was
yeah.
like good. So people kind of forgave us, like our shame.
Okay.
They learning, And then like after that, more than he was like, oh my gosh, it was bad, but we did it. We did it.
Yeah.
And like it's gotten better since, guys.
Yeah.
Wow. Quite interesting, I gotta say, man. And actually sticking to the WhatsApp line, we have one here coming through from Thusi. This lady actually comes through and says that, so I've known the Brownies forever. They are amazing. Their hustle, their strength, their passion, and of course their talent. If they haven't actually inspired any other black woman, they should know that they are totally inspiring me.
Lucy also used to bully me, by the way.
Oh, okay.
See, we
Yeah.
love you. Aw,
Lucy
guys.
used to bully me. I think how we met was through her grandmother
Yeah.
and my mom are teachers.
Yeah.
And yeah, she used to kick me under the table.
Like, you seem like the go-to bully girl.
Like, no, I get
The squad
bullied.
bully.
No,
The squad-
yeah. People used to say I'm a pushover
Yeah.
and whatever. And then when I tried to act mean, they'd be like, quit playing. Like, it's not you.
What was it in you that you were like? Were you always reserved, or I don't get it? I don't get
No.
it.
No, but like in primary, I think I was very chill.
Yeah.
I was, and then I just kind of grew out of it. But yeah, I really was a pushover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, in case that comes to you and says that, oh wow, Lo Sisi, who doesn't like the Maradona track, I want that thing, mdagama, You will never find inner peace until umuva ukuthi itrack iyenza ESS. So hey.
Wow, guys.
Yeah.
Ngiyayithanda le track.
Lies.
Like I feel it now
Lies.
in my car.
Lies, man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna go to Chicken Licken and find Inner Peace. It's cool.
Chicken Licken.
Chicken Licken.
Why Chicken Licken?
Is the ad Inner Peace?
Have you never seen that ad?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
I don't watch TV, guys.
Radio people.
Yeah.
Typical. We forgive you.
Also, I have another one here coming through from Kinelia. She actually comes through and says that since the ladies are actually in the studio, what are some of the challenges that have actually faced in the industry so far as female DJs?
Take it, Mutsa.
Yo, guys.
Khomotso,
guys.
Sarofatso, please
Yo,
talk to us.
guys,
Yo?
Like this hits deep. Like I don't know, for some reason, right? There'll always be chances. Naturally, whether you're a man or a woman,
Yeah.
right? But when you're a woman, I think they think they can take it all the way.
Yeah.
And like recently, actually, we had a person who we knew on a personal level.
Yeah.
So we were booked for a gig, right? So this kind of like shame. Guess what? We knew about the gig, right?
Yeah.
So he had asked to be our manager. So we had kind of given him this gig to run with. Like, okay, let's see how you carry this through.
Sure.
And because we had gotten the gig already, we already knew like how much we were charging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this guy went to these people that we had already spoken to and negotiated his own deal.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, he tried robbing us of our money, guys.
Wow.
Basically, besebenzela yena.
Wow. How did you solve that?
When we're like, but nigga, like, how the hell are you gonna? He's like, well, it's not my fault. You don't know your worth.
Wow.
Like,
Yebana.
so things like that happen. You know, where people think they can just, you know,
Take advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
You know,
So has it like been the only instance whereby you guys actually face like a huge challenge within the industry, or there are also other instances whereby you all guys actually face challenges? You know,
I was
you can actually talk about them. You know?
I was speaking about this the other day on some, you know, when you're a female DJ, it's unlikely that you'll have people like dancing. They're always watching you the whole time.
Okay.
Yes. They're always watching you. Like, and then, you know, when you're great, it's like, yeah, you're great. When you fuck up, they're like, yeah, we knew. We saw this coming, better, Shem, you know? It's so true,
Yeah.
you know?
guys.
So it's that, you know, it reminds me of I think it was the second time we played at the Sofeng and we killed it.
Yeah.
And people were actually outside, and when they walked in, they were just like,
You guys are
shocked. Like,
yeah, you guys
you
are
guys are
playing.
you guys are women?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, yeah, let's like check
Also got
Yeah.
another WhatsApp text here. This one is coming through from Sunny out there in Rustenburg. But when it comes to and says that I want to know, are the ladies dating? If they are, who are they dating? Hey, it's not in my words, yo. Not in my words. Not in my words. People want to know, you know. People want to know. I feel like this is always a typical question,
question,
yeah. What my leg? Why are you running away? You can say you guys are dating. There's no need for you to name drop, you know.
I feel like dating is so broad. You
Oh,
know,
oh,
dating.
oh.
I could be dating, so we go out on
Oh,
dates.
wow,
right?
really?
Yes. We should.
wow.
We show love.
Oh wow, really?
We show love.
Really? So you're
you
gonna
know?
take it there now?
I feel like
Really?
this question came too soon in our career. I mean, like, we there, guys? Come on.
People want to know, though, you know? You guys are taken. End of story. Okay, talk to the mic. Like, don't say don't just nod.
We're not available, guys. Not available.
Available for gigs, though, so you can come through. We're playing tonight at Pussy Party, Kitcheners.
Oh, wow. And I also got another one here. The Brownies are doing amazing, man. Love them so much. They are so inspiring. And of course, I hope they continue onwards and of course upwards. Please ask them to actually tell the world about their campaigns. Okay, apparently you guys have campaigns. I don't know where this one is coming through from, but yeah.
Okay,
We never said that. Shout out to you.
shout out to you. So the first one we had, we started shooting it early this year. It's called Mnyamane.
Okay.
And basically the campaign is to kind of rectify the meaning of Mnyamane because it's known as a word that's like, you know,
Derogatory.
there we go.
Let's look at Puma,
That's exactly the word I was looking for. So yeah,
Yeah.
we were trying to change the perception of the name.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing it for my little sister. You know, like, yeah, you know, hey, plus she's so dark. She reminds me of me when I was younger. Like, she's like way dark.
Oh, so now money,
You know-
money kind of cleaned you up, eh?
You know, so
Nyabuz, I'm just asking.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, boy.
Malia washano,
I didn't expect that, guys. I never expected it. Wow.
No, I'm asking. Nyabuz. Okay, yeah.
Can
Let's
I
move on.
continue? Can I continue? So I thought, you know, because I used to also be really, really
Yeah.
dusty, and I played soccer.
Yeah.
Like I was in the sun a lot, you know. And then I thought, oh, maybe, you know, she's going through what I'm going through,
Sure.
or what I went through rather as a kid. And you know, when I spoke to her about it, she was just like, "Man, I'm chill, bro." Like, you know. So I guess it's for other women, other little kids as well that are, you know, being teased about really being dark skinned.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to change the whole name to mean queen. Like Mnyamane is queen.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, that's Mnyamane. Motsa can tell you about the Fashini one that we were
Mutso,
working with.
please talk to me. Hey, Umutso has upis in the phone. Umutso Agekola.
Guys,
Umutso
I'm
is the
here,
celebrity
listen.
of this group. Yeah? Are you the Beyonce of this group? Is she like the
Sorry,
Beyonce of
guys,
this group?
we have nothing on-
Brownies, dog.
guys.
Like, I don't understand what's going on, dog.
I think she handles PR.
I do actually.
She's the one that handles the PR.
Actually, guys, true story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Go by the royalty. Anyway, guys. Guys, how Fashini came about, right? I think actually Mnyamane played a huge role from us scoring a gig with Fashini, because like Tseho said, like, so we were trying to like tell a story. And I mean, personally, I also was one of those people that grew up very dark, and I was teased a lot about how I looked and whatever. And so Fashini had approached our Fuse Academy looking for DJs to collaborate with or whatever. And obviously got profiles to choose from, whatever, and they picked us because they really like loved our story, and they felt like, you know, it related to what they were trying to do as well. So what Fashini is doing, they are teaming up with female creators. So women are creators just from being girls, you know. We bring life, we create, you know. And so they've teamed up with a few people. Marla Bryant being one of them. She is this beautiful human being who has created Marla dolls, which are also found in Fashini stores, sorry. So they're dark-skinned afros, girls, dolls with afros that are found in Fashini stores. And they've also paired up with other women designers. So these are females that create the clothes as opposed to the brands, that we know. And they tell our story, they're telling our story, and then their story, sorry. So with our
Comparing with you and
story
Fashini.
and Fashini, we were asked to, so they have this song which is really amazing, All Women. So it started off as just a song they created for their staff. So obviously, guys, Fashini only has women working for them. I think that's
so dope.
the most awesome thing in the world. Like,
Are you serious?
It's literally
Like
only
every
women.
Fashini,
yes.
every.
And not just in store, guys, like headquarters in Cape Town.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just women. So everyone from like your brand manager, high namer, to like the creative people, like everyone
I need to go visit.
is what as a girl.
I need to go highlight that. I need to go see that myself.
So that they had this song that they created for their staff, and it got really, really caught fire. And they thought, this is like such a great song, we need to release it to the public. And that's where we came in. We did a remix of the song and went to Cape Town, shot a video for it. It's on our social media, guys.
So where can we get the song, guys? Available on YouTube? Available?
Yes, it's on YouTube on the Fashini page. Yeah.
The whole song?
The whole song. Is it the whole song? I think it's a minute. It's a snippet of the song. So a minute and the video. So you get to see the remix, you get to hear the remix and see the video of the actual song. So that's what we did. And obviously they're telling our story, like who we are, what we represent, and stuff like that. Yeah.
So now from these campaigns, are there other like campaigns that you guys are actually working on right now that are also actually empowering women? Because I feel like you guys are just, you know, feminist, like, you know, like to the core. You know?
I think for now, so Mnyamane is actually a documentary. So we just want to wrap that one up. And then we we got plans.
Okay.
We got plans. We haven't really thought about our next one, but we kind of know which direction that we're going at. But yeah.
But speaking of campaigns, I mean, it's not just campaigns, it's just like movements generally. One of them is the Pussy Party, the event that we're playing at tonight, in fact, at Kitchener's. It's also a female, guys, it's a Pussy Party, but that just means, like, I mean, they're just trying to really push the boundaries, and that's just a female DJ lineup, you know? So that's also one of the things that we're very passionate about, obviously. And it's our anniversary.
Yes.
Because the
So
first time we played
played
was last year,
this time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually been a year right now since you guys have actually been playing at the Pussy Party.
Yeah. So it's just things like that, just finding opportunities like for women, you know, to kind of tell our stories and to be great. Be better.
Okay, cool. Got a WhatsApp text here, and this one is coming through from Antonio Boza from Soweto. But comes through and says that would like to say shout outs to the beautiful ladies in the studio. I know them personally, and I would like to say they did an awesome job at the gig, the jump off. Hashtag
Hi,
Joe.
Tapa!
So we played at Icon Soweto last week.
Yeah,
it
they're
was
also
for
like
the jump
quite
off.
good friends of ours.
Yeah. So they love us.
Okay.
They love
Are you guys
us. We
going
love
this
them.
Friday, specifically this Friday?
It was
we
last
played-
week
it was last
Saturday.
week Saturday.
Ah,
So
Are you disappointed?
follow
I
them
wanted
on
to
Facebook,
enter
though.
for free.
You see, guys, you don't need friends like this. No, you must pay at the gig, bruh. We can't have it.
Media coverage, come on.
guys.
Media coverage.
Media
Will
coverage.
you be there like with broadcasting
Equipment
live?
and
everything.
Will you
We
broadcast
ca-
that?
Okay.
Okay, can we make a deal? The next jump off Trans Africa
Yeah.
is gonna be broadcasting
We can
live.
do that.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
They have it.
Yeah, done deal still. So smooth it up upstairs. Done for the upstairs. I hope you guys are listening.
Broadcasting at the next jump off. That's it.
This one is a done deal, ne?
Done deal.
What you guys say, Asinandabana,
guys,
we are going there.
We take Bati,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got.
We are going there, dog.
We are going
See
there.
that? 55 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. Oh, also got another one here. This one is coming through from Nelly. Who would they like to actually work with in the future? This one is coming through from Nelly.
Wow, Nelly
Nelly
Mazibuko,
Mazibuko.
the physiotherapist.
Oh, okay.
Guys, our friends are like the funniest people, so they've just been waiting to hear their names on radio.
Yeah,
the
so
whole
I
time.
just had to say it all. I had to add the physiotherapist part, and her favorite line is, "Who's rubbing them thighs?"
Eish.
dude?"
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the kind of physiotherapist
Yeah.
she is. Who would we like to work with in future?
Kenzero, guys, without a brain. Please book us, guys. Ish. Like, it
Kenzero.
would be so great.
Why
if we
can
play.
Why can zero?
Like, man, it's just like, if we could be anyone, it would be him. But like, not really, guys. But I think just like from an artist perspective, like, he's doing so amazing and he's pushing so many boundaries. I mean, and he's done so much for hip hop.
Yeah.
And he's just more than a DJ,
Yeah.
you know? He's just like an artist. He's a creative, and just like, we respect him so much.
So I think what Mut's is saying, we definitely want to work with someone that's going to grow us as, like within the music that we play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys
yeah.
apparently like play like old school
Yeah.
and okay, cool. Please tell us about the genres of music that you guys play because
So we're known for playing old school, hip hop, R&B, and kwaito.
Okay.
So that's what we're known for.
Okay, cool. Are you planning to actually dive on to like other genres to? In order
I
for
mean,
you?
we do play a bit of new school. We are planning to learn other genres. You know, if you're gonna be like, we were told by someone very
Namdeni.
yes, Nomdeni. She was like, no, guys, you need to play everything.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? So we were like, oh shit. Yeah, no. Oh my gosh.
Get it real,
PG,
guys.
ne? PG.
Yeah,
ne?
no, I just
PG,
remembered.
PG.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, I meant shush.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, also I have another WhatsApp text here. This one is coming through from Kinelo. She actually is asking, it's actually coming through from Temba. He wants to know that, are you guys actually intimidated by any other female DJs within the industry? That's a good one.
Banan Msawa.
You know, I feel like we get this
no.
question a lot. I don't think I'm intimidated or we are intimidated by any other DJs, but I celebrate other female
Yeah,
DJs. Like,
yeah.
if anything, when I hear that there's like a new DJ,
Yeah.
you know, like, you know, someone new, like Moto's friend just started DJing, and I was like, that's so great,
Yeah.
you know. we celebrate. Personally, I celebrate more female DJs. We just were supposed to play at the last graduation for Fuse Academy.
Yeah.
More DJs, guys. More female DJs. That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
That makes me genuinely happy. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good, man. Also, I have another one here coming through from Buse. WhatsApp line is too busy. Hey, labo sister girl.
Next Thursday, can you please compile?
Yeah, they can just come and sit here.
Yeah, come sit here.
And look pretty.
None of us, you don't talk anything.
Yeah, and just look pretty.
The WhatsApp line will blow up.
What does 2018 have in store for the Brownies?
Shoo.
Wow,
that's wow.
I totally see us like going more into the African continent. I think like on a personal level, and I'm not saying we've made it, guys, but like, you know, we've had our own goals. Like, this is what we want to do. This is what we want to. This is where we want to play.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've kind of gone to a place where we're like, we're actually happy with how much we've done so far in Joburg. So definitely more outside Joburg, more, and definitely in Africa, and just working more on projects like Mnyaman and the Fashini thing. That'd be great.
Oh wow. Also, I have another one here. This one is coming through from Tepo Temba here. I want to tell the Brownies. On your mans. Oh, in fact, they created a WhatsApp group.
No, guys.
Send I think you guys just created a WhatsApp group and just said the WhatsApp line, you know?
No.
Otherwise, he comes to you and says that tell the Brownies that I'm a big fan of theirs and I wish them all the best, and of course, always root for them, man.
Thank you so much.
Also have another one here. I don't know where this one is coming through from, but Zimbabwe is definitely recognizing the Brownies. Wow.
That's so amazing.
Wow.
That's so dope.
Wow. Okay. Guys, I think you need to go to Zimbabwe right now. Eh?
Yeah, next stop, guys. Wherever.
Sadly, it's actually that time for us to actually wrap up the show. It's actually been fantastic. Actually wish we had another hour or so, you know.
It would be great.
It would have been great, you know.
Yeah,
So you guys, when are you guys coming back again to actually pop a visit?
We'll come.
Okay, cool. When are you inviting me? Okay, I'm inviting you here.
Okay.
I'm inviting you here. When are you inviting
We want
me?
to dominate your space.
Media
pass.
I know. Offline.
Offline. Before I let you go, guys, at Trans Africa Radio, we play 100% African music, you know? And what are your thoughts when it actually comes to that?
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Moza and I have been for the longest time trying to, like, you know, come through with a fully local, what's this?
Sets.
We tried, you know. Yeah, we tried with the old school hip hop, back then, you know. I would say it was 90% though.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely great that you guys are 100%. I actually didn't know there's someone out there just
And you
playing
guys are 100%
purely
in the world, you said?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
100% African music. Abo Drake, abo Wizkid.
There's enough of
That's
them in
the
the world,
way.
right?
Okay, we do play Wizkid. Sorry about that. But yeah, we do play Wizkid.
Wizkid is African.
Yeah,
right?
Wizkid is African.
Yeah,
but
no.
your
That's what I thought. I was like, what do you know that we don't?
abanye abantu da abo Beyonce da ahlali
So there's
nabo.
enough of them in the
Yeah,
world.
Yeah.
we have Monewas that can take up Babu Beyonce.
You know what I mean?
You know.
Guys, thank you so much for coming through. You know,
so
where
much
can
for
actually
having us.
where can people actually catch you on social media?
We are at the Brownies ZA on Instagram and at the Real Brownies on Facebook. And then our Twitter handles are at Secho the Value and at _Motsa on Twitter.
Why don't you guys have a joint account on Twitter?
Twitter.
We
We
used
do
to.
actually,
We
guys.
just forgot the password.
Oh wow.
Wow. So professional.
Honest, guys.
Very
Like,
well
It was
done.
years ago.
Well
Wait,
done.
I started this like years ago before we even became DJs. Like.
Yeah.
So it's good, guys.
Mbadala ntala bobani mina.
guys.
Ntala bobani mina.
Age, guys, people age in their 20s. Please forgive us.
Okay, it's a wrap from us, the Morning Mayhem team. Thank you so much for actually tuning in and of course for choosing us over the rest.
This is Trans Africa Radio.